If you are in your 40s, this number affects your retirement more than any stock market move. 2032. That is when the Social Security Trust Fund is expected to run out of money. Not go bankrupt, not disappear, but cut your benefits automatically by 22%. For someone receiving the average Social Security benefit, that is $500 less every single month. The government just released this report 4 days ago, and most Americans have no idea what it means for their retirement plan. Today, I'm going to show you exactly what is happening, what the numbers mean for your specific situation, and 5 moves you can make right now to protect yourself while you still have 6 years to act. Let us get into it. Welcome to Capital Roost, where we break down the financial news that actually matters for your life. On June 9th, this past Tuesday, the Social Security Trustees released their annual report. It is one of the most important financial documents published every year, and this year's report contains projections that every American in their 40s needs to understand right now. Today, we are covering 4 things. First, what the report actually says and what it means. Second, how much your benefits could be cut if Congress does nothing. Third, which Americans will be hit the hardest. And fourth, 5 concrete steps you can take right now to protect your retirement regardless of what happens to Social Security. Let us start with what the trustees actually found. Not everyone will be affected equally. According to new research from the Committee for a Responsible Federal Budget in 29 states, the monthly benefit cuts would be even higher than the national average of $500. Here are the states expected to see the steepest cuts. Connecticut, average cut of $556 per month. New Jersey, $554 per month. Maryland and Massachusetts follow closely behind. Why do some states get hit harder? It comes down to average benefit levels. States with higher average wages historically generate higher Social Security benefits, which means the percentage cut translates to a larger absolute dollar amount. Now, who is most vulnerable if benefits are cut? First, retirees who depend heavily on Social Security. More than 40% of Americans over 65 rely on Social Security for at least half of their income. For them, a $500 monthly cut is not manageable. Second, near retirees in their late 50s and early 60s. People planning to retire between 2030 and 2035 are in the highest risk zone. They will retire right around the time the trust fund hits zero, or just after. And third, Americans in their 40s right now. If you are 40 to 49 today, you will be between 46 and 55 when the trust fund runs out. That means your Social Security benefit calculation is almost fully locked in, but you may receive significantly less of it than you planned. Before we get to the action steps, let me quickly explain why this is happening. 3 reasons. Reason 1, demographics. Baby boomers are retiring faster than younger generations are entering the workforce to replace them. The ratio of workers paying into the system versus retirees drawing from it has been shrinking for decades. In 1950, there were 16 workers for every 1 Social Security recipient. Today, there are fewer than 3 workers for every recipient. Reason 2, people are living longer. When Social Security was created in 1935, the average American lived to 61. Today, the average American lives to 76. That is 15 more years of benefits that the original program was never designed to fund. Reason 3, the one big beautiful bill. The new tax law reduced the amount seniors pay in taxes on their Social Security income. While that was good for retirees, it also reduced revenue flowing into the trust fund, accelerating the depletion timeline by 1 full quarter compared to last year's projection. Let me explain exactly how Social Security works and why the trust fund matters. Social Security is funded primarily through payroll taxes. Every working American pays 6.2% of their wages into Social Security. Your employer matches that with another 6.2%. That money goes into what is called the Old Age and Survivors Insurance Trust Fund, the OASI. Right now, that trust fund holds about $2.19 trillion. But here is the problem. Each year, the program pays out more in benefits than it takes in from payroll taxes. The difference comes from drawing down the trust fund. According to the trustees, beginning in 2027, benefit payments will permanently outpace incoming revenue. The fund balance will fall from $2.19 trillion this year to $384 billion in 2031 to zero in 2032. That is a complete depletion in just 6 years. And when the fund hits zero, Social Security can only pay out what it currently collects. According to the Congressional Budget Office, that means benefits would be cut by approximately 7% for the rest of 2032, and then by 28% from 2033 through 2036. That is not a projection. That is the law as written right now. One important thing to understand: Social Security is not going bankrupt. It will not disappear. Even if the trust fund is depleted, payroll taxes keep coming in. At depletion, about 78% of scheduled benefits would still be payable. But for someone receiving the average monthly benefit of $2,071, 22% less means $500 gone every single month. That is $6,000 per year permanently, unless Congress acts. Let us bring it home. The Social Security Trustees just confirmed the retirement trust fund is expected to run out in 2032. At that point, unless Congress acts, every recipient faces an automatic 22% cut. That is $500 less per month on average. But here's what I want you to take from this video. 6 years is not a crisis. 6 years is a runway. If you're in your 40s today, you have time to build a retirement plan that does not depend on Social Security paying 100% of your expected benefit. Max your 401k, fund your Roth, delay claiming, diversify your income. Do not wait for Congress to fix this. Build the plan that protects you, regardless of what they decide. If this video helped you see clearly, please give it a like. It helps this channel reach people who need this information. And if you want straight-talking financial guidance every Thursday and Sunday, subscribe to Capital Roost. See you Thursday. All right, the most important part: you have 6 years. Here is how to use them. Step 1. Stop assuming Social Security covers your retirement. Run your retirement plan with Social Security paying only 78% of your expected benefit. Not zero, but not full. If your plan still works at 78%, you're in good shape. If it does not, you need to close that gap now. Step 2. Maximize your 401k contributions immediately. The 401k contribution limit in 2026 is $23,500. If you are 50 or older, you can add an extra $7,750 as a catch-up contribution. That is $31,250 per year. Tax deferred. Every dollar you put in now compounds for 6 to 20 plus years before you need it. Step 3. Open or fund a Roth IRA. As we covered in a previous video, a Roth IRA gives you tax-free withdrawals in retirement. Unlike Social Security, a Roth IRA is not subject to congressional funding decisions. Your money, your control, your retirement. Step 4. Consider delaying Social Security as long as possible. Every year you delay claiming beyond your full retirement age, your benefit increases by 8%. If the trust fund is depleted in 2032, a larger benefit means the cut hurts you less in absolute terms. And every year you delay is one more year your 401k and IRA grow without being touched. Step 5. Diversify your retirement income streams. Social Security was designed to replace about 40% of pre-retirement income. It was never meant to be your only source. Build other streams now: rental income, dividends, part-time work, annuities. The more income sources you have, the less any single one can derail your retirement.